Hi, good morning. My name is Arijit Paul, and I'm the trainer for the AI course from Uplatz. Today's topic is AI tools for presentation design, where we are going to learn how we can generate our presentations in a very rapid manner. So, traditional presentation tools require design skill, formatting time, and content writing from scratch. Through this session, we are going to use some easy hacks and understand how we can improve the presentation skills through using some AI tools. Also, it will help us to generate engaging presentations in a much rapid manner. So we have divided this course into three sections. Section one will talk about the overview. It will focus on Tome, Gamma, and Canva AI. Right. So we have end-to-end section one, and let's try to understand this in the best way possible. Right. Again, we have AI content course, and here we want to understand regarding section one. So what we'll say, we'll say act as a AI expert and help me. It section one of day two. Let's unpack section one of day two, tools overview, which consists of Tome, Gamma, and Canva AI with practical examples, clear breakdowns, and expert insights. So you know not just what these tools do, but when and why to use each one like a pro content architect. Section 1 talks about tools overview, Tome, Gamma, Canva AI. So what we'll learn here. We'll learn why AI powered presentation tools matter. We'll understand the key differences between Tome, Gamma, and Canva AI. We'll also have the hands-on prompt ideas to generate slides in seconds. Next, we can understand how to pick the right tool for your use case. So why does AI presentation tools matter? The traditional tools like PowerPoint or Google Slide includes design skills, manual formatting, and also writing everything from scratch. So with AI presentation tools, what do we get? We get to instant structure. We can also automate layouts and visuals. We'll also have more time to focus on ideas, not formatting. So tool one is Tome, your presentation co-writer. And what it does, Tome converts a single sentence prompt into an entire slide deck. We can suggest images, text, and layouts based on your topic. We can also have the fully browser based and easy to collaborate with your team. We have all these options with the help of Tome, your presentation co-writer. For example, use case, let's say you are a business coach. We can put a prompt in Tome, create a 7-slide presentation on how to build a personal brand on LinkedIn. It will auto-generate a title slide, an agenda. We'll have key sections like defining your niche, content strategy, growth hacks, images, and graphics will already be in place. As a pro tip, we can use Tome as your presentation first draft builder. Customize it afterward with your unique examples, stats, or voice. That is what we can understand in the best way possible. Next, we have second tool, which is called Gamma, which is sleek, which is stylish, and also business ready. So we need to understand what it does. So it takes your text or outline and formats it with modern design. That is what we can understand in the best way possible. And under this, we can also talk about so many things in the finest way possible, right? So it automatically adds icons, charts, callouts, and quotes, and it is ideal for internal reports, pitch decks, and strategy docs. You can have the example use case as well, where you run a small startup and want to pitch in to investors. So we can input your outline into Gamma, where we have the problem and the solution as well. So we can have the problem, solution, we can have the market size, business model, we can have the team, and then traction. So all these things can be used in the best way possible. And this is what we need to understand. Right. So now we are having the next option of Gamma. What can Gamma give us? So Gamma gives us a clean startup style pitch deck. You can get professionally styled charts for data. We can have icons and quotes to make it visually engaging. Right. So all these things we can understand in the best way possible. As a pro tip, Gamma shines when you want something that looks good without hiring a designer. The next tool we have is Canva AI, which is magic design. So we need to understand what it does. It uses AI to generate slides based on your prompt or uploaded text. It is great for branded text with your fonts, colors, logos. Okay. Now we can also understand the use case of fully drag and drop. So Canva AI is also using fully drag and drop feature where we can tweak anything visually. For example, use case you're a freelancer pitching your services to a new client. Right? You can also have the optionality of an example use case where you're a freelancer pitching your services to a new client. You can also prompt in Canvas Magic Design, create a 5 slide pitch deck for social media strategy services. Right? That is what we can understand in the best way possible. Next, what will it have? It will suggest color themes and fonts, right? It will have auto layout with messaging, and we can insert relevant visuals over here. For example, social media icons and graphs. As a pro tip, Canva is best when you already know your branding and want the fine-tuned control over how it looks. We can have the quick comparison table with the feature, and on the feature we have Tome, Gamma, and Canva AI. So as feature, we'll have the idle use case, and Tome will have content first presentations, where Gamma will have pitch decks and reports. Canva AI will be all about branded visuals and marketing. You can also have the AI focus, where we can auto generate whole text. We have auto layout plus iconography. And for Canva AI, it is visual style and drag editing. We also have customization label in terms of customizations. For Tome, it is medium. For Gamma, it is low medium. For Canva, it is high. Okay. You can also try this now as a mini activity. So we can open Tome and input this prompt, create a 7-slide presentation on the future of remote work in 2030. What do we need to then? Then we can review what AI has generated. We can add 1 to 2 personal ideas, stories, or visuals. You can export or share with your team. The goal isn't perfection, it's speed to first draft. As a wrap up, what can we understand? Why this matters for content architects. So, presentation aren't just slides, they're storytelling tools. AI gives you a head start so you can spend more time refining and less time formatting. These tools can help you deliver pitch decks faster. Um, right. This can help us to get our pitch decks delivered in the best way possible. We can create client deliverables in minutes. We can also turn blog posts into teaching presentations. So moving into this presentation, the first section consists about tool overviews where we understood a little about Tome, Gamma, and Canva AI. Where Tome is all about an AI slide generator with layout, including imagery as well. Gamma is all about auto formatting text with charts and visuals. Canva AI will be prompt based design with drag and drop features. Let's understand this why AI presentation tools matter. Let's understand this with examples. So let's break down the slide why AI presentation tools matter with real world easy to grasp example for our benefit. So traditional tools require manual writing and design as well. Before AI, what do we used to do? We open PowerPoint or Google Slides and we write every slide from scratch, find our own images, right? We can have all these things incorporated as well. And next, we can also adjust spacing, font, and align manually. So basically, you are the writer and the designer. For example, let's say you're creating a presentation on digital marketing trends 2025 in PowerPoint. So you'd research trends, you'd write the content slide by slide, you'd design the layout for every single slide. The time spent will be 3 to 5 hours. Next, we have AI tools which automate slide creation from outlines. Now, with AI, you enter a single sentence or outline, and the tool it writes the slides, selects appropriate visuals, designs a cohesive layout. For example, with Tome, we can prompt create a 7-slide deck on how AI will change education. Tome will instantly give us a title slide, overview of benefits, future predictions, visuals and charts auto inserted. The time spent will be 5 to 10 minutes. The next point will be save hours, increase visual consistency. So AI tools don't just save time, they make your presentation look better. Under this, we got uniform font, size, spacing. We got smart layout adjustments. We have pre-applied themes and style. So with example, with Gamma, you paste your outline for a startup pitch and Gamma automatically formats the pitch into a slick deck. You can add icons, headers, quotes, and even charts. Your entire pitch looks investor ready where no designer is needed. As a summary, we can understand why this matters for you. So, without AI, we'll have manual writing plus designing. With AI, we are getting automated content plus layout. We have inconsistent visuals without AI, and with AI, we have clean branded templates. I mean, we need to use AI in that way, and this is what we can understand. So, we also have hours of work without AI, and with AI, we have minutes to first draft. Right. So this is what we can understand in the best way possible. Whether you're a student, entrepreneur, coach, or content creator, AI tools reduce friction and help you get your message out faster. Great. This is why we can understand why AI presentation tools matter. We go to Tome, which is visual storytelling simplified. So let's say explain about Tome. Let's try to understand end to end what exactly Tome is. Nice. So what is Tome? Right, let's see all these things. So we are taking all these citations as references. Tome Maker, Tome AI Presentation Maker, right? We can have so many tips on how we can use Tome. We have AI generates presentations. Meet the master of storytelling, Tome AI. So these are the new age AI presentation tools, which is very, very important to understand. Right. So Tome is an AI powered platform designed to revolutionize the creation of presentations and storytelling. By leveraging artificial intelligence, Tome enables users to generate complete, visually engaging presentations from simple prompts, significantly reducing the time and effort traditionally required. What are the key features of Tome? Let's try to understand this. First is AI driven content creation. So, automatic slide creation, where input a brief prompt and Tome's AI generated a structured presentation with relevant content and imagery. For instance, entering create a presentation of sustainable energy solutions can yield a comprehensive deck covering various aspects of the topic. Second point is seamless integration with external tools. So we have embedded content over here where Tome allows embedding of interactive elements such as Figma prototypes, YouTube videos, and live data from Google Sheets, enhancing the interactivity and the depth of presentations. We have the user friendly interface, which has drag and drop surface as well. And what we need to understand in the best way possible is how we can get our options and how we are able to use this user friendly interface to make it accessible to individuals regardless of their design expertise. So these are the very important points which we have: AI driven content creation, seamless integration, and user friendly interface. As practical applications, we have business professionals where we quickly craft pitch decks or strategic reports with minimal manual effort. For educators, we can develop engaging lesson plans or course materials by simply providing a topic prompt. For marketers, we can generate compelling campaign presentations that incorporate multimedia elements seamlessly. For a visual guide on utilizing Tome, we can consider these following resources. So there are some YouTube videos which you can definitely watch and that will be very much helpful for Tone. By integrating this into your workflow, you can enhance productivity and also produce high quality presentations with ease. And next we move into Gamma, which is clean, minimal, and pitch ready. Let's try to understand the same for Gamma. So what is Gamma? Gamma is an AI powered presentation tool built for modern business communication. Think pitch decks, reports, and strategy documents that look sleek without you needing to be a designer. The first point is modern formatting, data blocks, and icons. So Gamma turns plain ideas into beautiful slides automatically. It includes built-in data visuals, icons, and codes, which has no dragging, no resizing. For example, you paste in your bullet points and Gamma formats them cleanly, highlights important points, inserts icons and visual blocks instantly. Next, it is great for business decks and strategy visuals. So, if you need to present marketing plans, startup pitches, quarterly reports, Gamma gives your content a minimal and executive look in seconds. Next, saves time with built in aesthetics, where you don't waste time choosing fonts, spacing elements, or creating color palettes. Gamma applies beautiful visual styling by default. For example, you write Q1 growth was 26% driven by referral campaigns. Gamma auto converts these two. So when should we use Gamma? We have certain use cases where we can use Gamma and why do we need to use Gamma? For investor or startup pitch, we have this use case and why do we need to use Gamma? It gives us a clean professional format. We can also use team or client strategy meetings and for why do we need to use? We can auto organize visual insight. Next, we can also report to stakeholders. That is a use case. And why do we need to use Gamma? It has built-in charts. No design is needed. As a summary, we can understand why creators love Gamma. So Gamma is like Google Slides plus Notion plus Designer all rolled into one. Okay. So it gives us speed, it gives us simplicity, and it gives us style with zero design pressure. This is the benefit of using Gamma. Now we can also have the innate capability of Canva AI, which is magic design, fast plus branded. Let's try to understand Canva AI as well. Right. So Canva AI is fast, plus it is branded. So here you can also talk about generating text, generating insights in the best way possible. How we can generate text from topic prompts. So you can type in a simple topic or idea, and Canva Magic Design will generate a full presentation with text, matching visuals, and slide structure. So one example we have for the prompt create a presentation on personal branding for freelancer. Right? So Canva will generate slides like why personal branding matters, tips to stand out, tools to showcase your work. Right. That is what we can understand in the best way possible. Right. Next, it supports brand kits in form of fonts, colors, or logos. For example, if your brand uses navy blue and Montserrat font with a specified logo, Canva will apply those settings to every new design where we have no need to tweak manually every time. It is ideal for client ready slides, so Canva is excellent when you are pitching to a client, delivering a marketing proposal, creating a social media strategy deck. You can do this because you can instantly switch themes, adjust layouts, and drag in icons or charts. It looks professional without needing a designer. For example, you need to show social media performance for a client. We can paste your stats, and Canva creates infographics or slides with matching visuals and branded text. So, as summary, why do we need to use Canva AI for presentation? We can have the features and the benefit. The features can be prompt based creation. Benefit, it saves time, creative energy. We have brand kit support as a feature, and as a benefit, it keeps everything consistent with your look. We also have drag and drop flexibility, and as a benefit, it is easy to edit even if you're not a designer. Next, it is collaboration ready, and the benefit of Canva AI is we can share it with teams or clients in real time. It is perfect for freelancers, social media managers, educators, coaches, and consultants as well. So, this is what we can understand from Canva AI as well. Section 2, we can convert text to text with ChatGPT. And this is going to be section 1. So now we have section 2. let's try to understand section 2 end to end from day 2 itself. So we have a full walkthrough of section 2 where we convert text ideas into text with ChatGPT, 20 minutes from day 2 of your content AI content course. So it is explained, and it is the course which we had designed, which is explained in a practical, clear, and engaging way with real time and real world example. It is step by step prompts and outcomes. Section 2 talks about converting text ideas into text with ChatGPT. So we have the duration of 20 minutes, and the goal is to learn how to go from idea, structured outline, beautiful tech, AI presentation tools like Tom, Gamma, and Canva. Hmm. So the problem is blank slide syndrome, right? So most creators struggle with the first step. So what do I even write on slide 1? That hesitation kills creativity and momentum. ChatGPT solves this instantly by acting as your content architect. It gives you structure, flow, and talking points in seconds. For step 1, we can use ChatGPT to structure a presentation. So what ChatGPT can do? We can write full slide outlines. You can suggest all the headings, subheadings, bullet points, simplify complex topics into easy to um, present section. So, as an example prompt, we can understand how we have created a 6 slide outline for a presentation titled How AI is Indeed Revolutionizing Education. So, we have ChatGPT output for Introduction to AI in Education. Hmm, hmm. And this is what we can understand. So we have all the outputs as well for introduction to AI in education, benefits of AI for students, personalized learning paths, AI for teachers and educators, future of AI in classrooms. We have final thoughts and call to action. Right. So this is our ready to build deck skeleton. Step 2 is to integrate with AI presentation tools. Hmm. Now we can also understand how we can use with Tome, use with Gamma, use with Canva AI. So we can paste your outlines into Tome where it auto-generates slides with visual, text blocks, and flow. You can also use with Gamma where we paste the same outline, where Gamma adds clean formatting, icons, charts, and code boxes. We can also use with Canva AI where we input each slide title and let Magic Design generate branded visuals and layout suggestions. The next step is to convert existing text into presentations. So we can have block to deck in 3 steps, and a prompt can be extract 5 to 7 main takeaways from this um, blog on remote work productivity. Then we can ask write a slide title and 3 bullet points for each takeaway. Add a CTA for slide 5. Right. We can paste into Canva or Gamma where you now have a full deck ready to present or pitch. We have mini tasks for learners where we can take any of your recent social media posts in form of LinkedIn, Twitter, um, Instagram captions as well. We can also paste the post into Chat GPT, where as a prompt we can convert this into a 5 slide presentation with clear headings and bullets. We can copy that output where we can paste into Canva AI or Tome. We now have a repurposed presentation ready asset from a single post. As a pro tip, we can add your voice. And this is what we can understand in the simplest way possible. So, next we can talk about how we are also adding our voice. So that is a pro tip. So, ChatGPT, once it gives you a draft, we can add our own tone, emojis, or example. We can insert personal stats for audience insight. We can use ChatGPT again to rewrite the slide to sound more like me. So this is what we have learned from section 2, where we have the task, AI tools, and the outcome. So we can structure from scratch. We can use ChatGPT. The outcome will be slide outline in seconds. We can build text from um, outline where we use Tome, Gamma, and Canva, where we have fully designed slides. So that is what we can understand. And we can also repurpose blog posts to slides. We have can ChatGPT plus Canva AI, and the outcome is multiple assets from one post. So why this matters as a content architect? So you no longer spend 5 hours building decks. Now our job is to ideate fast, structure clearly, design with AI. And all we have to do this is under 20 to 30 minutes. Next, we can move into the slide itself where we convert text to text with ChatGPT. So, just give me 1 second. Right, so now we have a prompt example, AI in education. So we can have a prompt like create a 6 slide outline on AI in education. We can have an intro to AI in education as point 1. The next point can be benefit for students. The third point is personalized path. The fourth is AI for teachers. And as a fifth point, we have future classrooms. As a sixth point, we have CTA, then summary. You can also have a block to presentation flow as well, where we can use ChatGPT or we can use GPT to extract key takeaways. We can break into slide topics, generate bullets and structure. Next, we can generate in Canva or Gamma. So this is what we can understand in the best way possible. Next, we have a mini activity post to deck. We can pick a social post or blog. We can convert this into a 5 slide deck. Then we can use GPT plus Canva or Tome. We can share via hashtag AI content architect. So this is something which we can use in the best way possible. This is like a social example which we can make and understand. And as a mini activity, we can have this example as well. Help me with example. So let's walk through and crisp example of this. So we can turn a social post into a 5 slide deck. Step one is pick a social post or blog. So consistency beats intensity. One post a day for 90 days will do more for your brand than 90 viral or than 10 viral posts. Right. Next step is convert this into a 5 slide deck using ChatGPT. As a prompt to ChatGPT, we can turn this code into a 5 slide presentation with one key area per slide and short bullet points. You can have output from ChatGPT, so why consistency matters, build audience trust, signals reliability. Second point is intensity versus longevity. So viral spikes fade, we have daily value compounds. The next point is how we can stay consistent. So we have a content calendar, we have a batch creation, and we have AI tools help. So what 90 days of posting looks like, we need to understand this as well. 90 days of posting looks like audience growth, personal clarity, feedback loop. Next process is having a call to action where a challenge is post daily for 30 days. You can track your impact and share result. Step 3, we can use GPT plus Canva or Tome. So we can paste this output into Tome to auto generate styled slides as well. And that is what we can understand. Or we can use Canva Magic Design to make it match your brand color and font. Step 4, we can use share it option as well, where you export your deck, post it on LinkedIn, and use hashtag AI content architect. Section 3 talks about branding and visual styles. Let's try to understand this end to end. So let's understand section 3 of day 2. Section 3 is all about branding and visual styles with AI, where you create on brand slides. So just because AI builds the slides doesn't mean they should look plain or off brand. Okay, I was checking this, it is all fine. With tools like Canva AI, we can inject your visual identity effortlessly. So you can understand how can we apply branding in Canva AI. So the first point is upload your logo or upload the client's logo. We can add your brand colors like hex codes or brand kit. We can set your font style like Montserrat bold headers or understanding is these things in the best way possible. How we can every time we use magic design or presentation template, it will auto apply these brand settings. For example, as a prompt, we can understand how we can generate a business proposal deck with calm pastel branding and minimal layout. What will Canva AI do? Canva AI will choose pastel backgrounds and fonts, keep layout minimal and elegant, suggest illustrations or stock images that match the vibe. As a tip, we can add bold typography or modern icons to refine the tone further. Second point is you can use visual suggestions effectively. AI tools now think visually, not just textually. Tool suggestions can be Gamma, Canva, and Tone. Gamma adds icons, charts, and visual blocks like callouts, list, and comparison tables. Canva offers AI generation, sticker suggestions, and stock photo libraries. Tome pairs your GPT-centered content with smart layouts and AI-picked visuals from Unsplash Tally. These visuals make your slides look more engaging, help you communicate ideas faster, reduce time spent hunting for assets. The next point is avoid generic output where we can make it yours. So AI can give you a fast draft, but if you don't tweak it, it will look like everyone else's tech. So we need to understand how we can personalize it. So what do we need to do? We can edit the GPT generated copy to sound like you. We can replace default icons images with industry relevant ones. You can use consistent brand elements like tone, formatting, color overlays. Point number four is to save three go-to slide templates. You can like presets for your presentation, so these save hours. We have the intro slide in form of headline plus image or big stat. For example, why do you need an AI strategy in 2025? What is the problem? Solution layout. So we have the left, right. Left is the problem, right is solution. Then we have the clean layout for product pitches or training. We have the quote and testimonial in form of big centered quote plus face photo. We can use it to highlight feedback or authority. We can save these layouts in Canva or Tome where we duplicate for future text. So by the end of day two, we'll have explored Tome, Gamma, and Canva AI, created a slide deck from ChatGPT outline, applied your branding to that tech, saved 1 to 3 branded slide templates for rapid reuse. As a homework, we can have practice plus build. So we can create a 5 slide deck using Tome, Gamma, or Canva AI. We can use ChatGPT to generate the outline from one of your past posts. We can apply your branding, logo, fonts, or colors. You can save the deck as a template or share a screenshot using AI Content Architect. So this is what we can understand from this section, branding and visual style, where we indeed apply our brand style guide in Canva AI. We learn how we can use consistent layouts, colors, and fonts. We can save templates for reuse. We have the visual enhancements with AI. And under this, we can auto suggest icons, charts, illustrations. We can keep branded tone consistent. We can replace stocks with personalized assets. Right. Let's try to understand this pro tip for polished text. So, understanding pro tips for polished text with clear examples and practical examples can be understood. So, you can apply each tip like a pro AI content designer. As a slide theme, we can understand how to make AI generated text look custom, clean, and professional. So, even though AI does 70 to 80% of the heavy lifting, your finishing touches make it feel human, branded, and premium. Here's how to polish every deck like a content architect, right? So that is what we can understand. You can edit AI generated text in your voice, and we can understand why it matters, right? So AI can write the first draft, but it often sounds generic or robotic. So what do we do? You can add your tone in form of funny, warm, bold, sharp. We can use real phrases you say often. We can insert analogies or reference your audience relates to. For example, we have the AI output consistency is key for building personal branding. So it's polished in your voice. You don't need to go viral. You need to show up like clockwork. Next, there are some options which we need to understand where we need to make the content good, like you wrote it, not the AI. You can avoid overused visuals. So why it matters? Everyone using the same stock photos and icons. So you want to stand out. What do you need to do? We can replace generic photos with your own brand images, screenshots of your product, custom illustrations from Canva or Dali. Choose icons that match your tone. For example, instead of using a handshake icon for partnerships, instead we can try a visual of you meeting a real client or use a diagram of your actual collab process. The more specific your visuals get, the more memorable the message becomes. So we have templates to save intro, testimonial, and CTA. We can understand why it matters. So these slides repeat across 90% of presentations. You don't need to rebuild them every time. We should have our own must-have templates in form of intro slides, which should be title plus subtitle. It can be eye-catching image or animation, where we can use this for every new topic or video opening. Next, we can have testimonial and quote as well. And we can understand that real quote is a big front into this. How we are able to understand this is amazing. We can use this in sales text as building slides and case studies. The next point is CTA, call to action. So what should the viewer do next? For example, join the free workshop, download the checklist. We can save this in Canva, Tome, or Gamma and reuse with minor tweaks. It saves times and keeps everything visually consistent as well. And that is something great. That is what we can understand in the best way possible. As a final reminder, we can understand think AI plus you equal to supercharged storytelling. So, what AI does and what you do, we need to understand and make a clear difference about it. So, AI generates structure. What we do, we can add tone, personality. If AI fills with visuals, what we can do, we can swap for custom ones. If AI gives us a draft, we can make it ours and unique. That is what we can understand in the best way possible. So you can understand we have the pro tips for polished text here as well, where we edit AI generated text in your voice. We avoid overused visuals. We have the templates to save intro, testimonial, CTA. So indeed, this brings us to an end of this lesson where we have mastered three AI tools: Tome, Gamma, and Canva. We understand how we can create a presentation from ChatGPT prompt. We have learned how we are also able to apply brand visuals and saved templates as well. That is something which we can do in the best way possible. So, as a homework, we can create and post our own five slide deck. So this is how we can conclude today's lesson. Until then, thank you so much.